Hey folks, your San Antonio Real Estate Authority here. I'm here to give you a fall housing market update. Now with all the uncertainty in the world right now, people seem to be just kind of holding off a bit, but there are some good things to report and I want you to stick around. If you're a seller, we're going to start with you first. Thinking about selling your house? Look, it's a buyer's market right now. It may take a little longer than normal to get it sold, but the prices are holding up. So you still are able to get a good price for your home. It just may take a little bit longer, especially since we're coming into the holiday season next month. If you don't get it sold before Thanksgiving, the likelihood of getting it sold by the end of the year decreases, okay? Because not a lot of people shop for houses during the holidays. The good news about that is if you want to put your house on the market during that time, the people who are out shopping for houses during that time are usually very serious. They're in a situation where they really need a house. Otherwise, they'd hold off until after the holidays, right? So if they're shopping during the holidays, they're a serious buyer. So that's a good thing about it. Now, there are ways to attract buyers to your house. Obviously, price is usually the number one thing that people look at. But if a house is in good condition, it's staged nicely, that's always attractive to buyers. Doesn't need a lot of work. So you can do the work, do the updates, upgrades, and you increase your chances of getting your house sold, okay? So even during slow time, if it's a standout house, there's a good chance you'll be able to get it sold. Now, that being said, let's say you have a house that's in poor condition, a little rundown, needs a lot of work, you don't have the money or you just don't want to spend the time fixing it up, I can bring you a cash offer. If you need to move, I can bring you a cash offer. We can close in a short period of time and you'll be on your way. So depending on how much you owe on it, you can use the equity in that house towards your next house, all right? So that's something to consider as well. That's very easy to do. If you're interested in that, contact me and we can get you a cash offer. So let's talk to the buyers. You're thinking about buying a house, or maybe you're just living in an apartment. You should own a house if you're renting. So many benefits to owning a home. If you got credit issues, we can help you with that. If you don't have a lot of money saved up for a down payment, we can probably work with that as well. There are some really good deals on brand new homes right now. You can find discounts because it's the slow time of year. Again, we're coming into that slower time of year and things have already slowed down, right? So there's some good deals out there. Builders are needing to sell these homes and they're buying down the interest rates into the 4s. So you can get interest rates in the 4s. Now, if you rather own a pre-owned home, we can find you good interest rates there as well. There's things known as assumable loans. A lot of loans are assumable. So say somebody bought a house 3, 4, 5 years ago when interest rates were in the 2s and now they're needing to move. You can assume their loan. Now, it's going to take money to do that because you're going to have to buy out their equity to assume their loan, okay? But you can get that 2 point whatever interest rate if you've got the money. Now, if you're selling a house and you've got equity in your house, there you go. There's money that you can use to assume someone else's loan, okay? But if you're on your job and you've got a 401k, you can use that money as well. So you have options there. We just have to see where you're at financially. We have to look at your credit, we have to look at your finances, and then we customize a plan to get you there if you're wanting to own a home, okay? So we talked about sellers, we've talked about buyers. The best case scenario is if you're going to do both. You have a home that you're going to sell. You're going to pull some equity from that, and then you can go and buy a new home, and we'll look for the best deal possible for you. And actually now is a good time in the sense that there's not a lot of competition because, like I said, people aren't really motivated to move right now. A lot of people are not. So if you are, you're not going to have a lot of competition. That's a good thing. Back in 2020, when everybody was trying to move and they were trying to get that low interest rate, there was a lot of competition. You put an offer on a house, there may be 20 other offers on the same house. Your chances of getting that house are pretty slim. Well, those days are gone. Right now, it is a buyer's market. So if you're looking to buy a house, you can get a good deal. You can get a good deal, all right? It's a buyer's market. So, that being said, I think I'll wrap up this video. And again, call me if you have any questions. I'm your San Antonio Real Estate Authority. I'm Greg Lawson. You take care.